Welcome War has always been shaped by the tools we use. From the bow and arrow to the stealth drone, every generation of combat has been defined by a leap in technology. And now that leap is no longer about firepower, it's about intelligence. In today's video, we're diving deep into a groundbreaking development that could change the face of warfare forever. We're talking about the next generation of AI-powered combat robots. Specifically, the latest model unveiled by Israel that's turning heads across the global defense community. What makes this robot different? Why is it sparking debate not only in military circles, but also in ethics, politics, and tech? And what does it tell us about the future of AI on the battlefield? You'll want to stick around, because by the end of this video, we'll uncover a chilling but important detail most people have missed. Something that could tip the balance of power in ways no one is fully prepared for. Let's start with the basics. Israel has long been at the forefront of integrating cutting-edge technology into military strategy. From Iron Dome missile defense systems to drone surveillance swarms, they've led the charge in modernizing how nations defend themselves. But this latest development, it takes it to a whole new level. Enter the next-gen unmanned ground vehicle, or UGV, recently revealed by Israeli defense tech firm Elbit Systems in collaboration with the Ministry of Defense. This isn't your typical remotely controlled robot. It's semi-autonomous. It navigates rough terrain on its own. It detects enemies, identifies threats, and in some scenarios, yes, can engage targets without direct human input. Here's where things get intense. The robot is equipped with AI-driven surveillance, threat recognition, and decision-making systems. That means it's not just taking orders, it's analyzing battlefield environments in real time and making split-second decisions. Imagine a machine capable of patrolling border zones, avoiding IEDs, detecting movement from drones above, distinguishing between a civilian and a potential combatant, and relaying that intelligence instantly to command, all without risking a single human life. And here's one of the most valuable takeaways we can give you early in this video. This Israeli combat robot isn't just a national defense tool. It's a prototype for what's to come globally. What we're seeing is the template for AI-driven ground warfare. Nations are watching closely, because once AI begins to outperform human soldiers in speed, precision, and risk management, militaries around the world will have no choice but to follow. Make sure to stick around until the end, because we're going to talk about one extra twist in this tech that isn't being talked about enough, something that changes how we think about ethics, safety, and even global diplomacy. Back to the battlefield. What makes this robot so effective isn't just that it's tough or armed, it's smart. It uses sensor fusion, combining feeds from infrared cameras, LiDAR, radar, and acoustic monitors to create a constantly updating mental map of its environment. It learns, it adapts, and that level of battlefield awareness is not just efficient, it's potentially overwhelming for any adversary. Let's put that in real terms. Imagine you're a foot soldier. You're trained, experienced, maybe even elite, but you're suddenly up against a machine that doesn't sleep, doesn't feel fear, doesn't get tired, and sees in every spectrum of light. It knows you're there before you even see it, and it's processing hundreds of options for response faster than any human can blink. That's the future. Now let's talk about autonomy. The Israeli system currently operates in a semi-autonomous mode with human oversight built in. But the trend is clear. As AI continues to improve, that human-in-the-loop model may shift. Why? Because reaction time matters. Because in active combat, a delay of even a second can mean mission failure. The pressure to allow machines to make lethal decisions on their own, without human confirmation, is growing. This brings us to the ethical firestorm. Critics argue that we're heading down a dangerous path. The idea of autonomous weapons choosing who lives or dies is deeply unsettling. International organizations, human rights groups, even some AI researchers are calling for bans or strict controls. But here's the reality. Once the technology exists, it spreads. And if one nation gains an edge, others will not wait behind moral lines. So now we're in a race, not just to build these systems, but to define the rules of engagement before they're used in ways we can't take back. But the military doesn't only see danger, it sees opportunity. These systems reduce human casualties, increase operational effectiveness, and perform with machine precision. When combined with drone swarms and satellite intelligence, they create a combat ecosystem that's almost entirely AI-augmented. The Israeli robot is just one node in a much larger vision, a future where wars are fought with data, not just bullets. Let's take a step back. The question is no longer whether AI will change warfare. It already is. The real question is how fast will it evolve, and who will control it? Because in this next era, dominance won't come from sheer manpower. It'll come from algorithms, processing power, and intelligent coordination. If you've made it this far, you're exactly the kind of person this channel is for. If you found this breakdown insightful, take 2 seconds to like and share the video. It really helps the channel grow and keeps us bringing you high-quality insights from the front lines of the AI revolution. Now for the extra we mentioned earlier. This part isn't making headlines yet, but it should. Elbit's prototype isn't just for combat. The same AI core driving the robot's battlefield decisions is also being tested for non-military applications like border control, civilian crowd monitoring, and even urban police deployments. In other words, the same technology designed for war could soon be walking your city streets. That changes everything. What happens when these systems are integrated with facial recognition databases? With social behavior modeling? The AI doesn't just spot threats, it starts predicting them. We're stepping into a future where AI not only reacts to violence, it anticipates it. And if that doesn't raise questions about privacy, surveillance, and control, it should. This is more than a weapon. It's a framework for automated authority, and the time to talk about it isn't after it's deployed, it's now. If you're interested in how AI is reshaping the world, not just in labs or apps, but in geopolitics and real-world power, this channel is your window into that future. Smash the subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. From breakthroughs in black projects to leaks and life-changing shifts, we're bringing you closer to the truth behind the code. Because the future of war, and maybe the future of peace, will be written in AI.